Max Fermitio.
And I'm Leigh Liwag.
Bringing you today's burning issues and hottest news here on News Force.
Here are the headlines on News Force. Lawyers Calabarzon Police assert innocence over Atimonan shootout. Supreme Court tackles cyber law petition. Health Department warns public amid influenza outbreak in the United States. 3 environment officials face graft charges and suspension. Teachers on poll duty seek for payment increase. Another Aman scam suspect surrenders to NBI. Facebook introduces new search engine to spy on friends' content. And Lindsay Lohan pleads not guilty in car crash charges. Fair and balanced news, comprehensive reports that take you to the heart of the action. This is News Force.
Lawyers and officials of the Philippine National Police asserted their members' innocence over the Atimonan Quezon shootout, which transpired last January 6. Legal Counsel of the Military Forces Special Action Team Attorney Crisanto Buelo said that Major General Alan Luga, Lieutenant Colonel Monico Abang, and Captain Macalinaw appeared before the NBI and have submitted their counter affidavits. Buelo also insisted that the checkpoint conducted by the AFP is a legitimate operation, further adding that individuals inside the vehicle fired their guns first.
According to the affidavits that they submitted, it was the person inside the vehicle who fired.
Meron tayong mga targets, criminal elements, doing criminal activities. You know? Especially during this period of our preparation for coming elections, we have really been into the possible arrest of criminal elements involved in criminal activities, gun for hire activities, in possession of firearms.
House Minority Leader and Quezon Representative Danilo Suarez has filed a House resolution asking the House Committees on Local Government and Public Order Safety to conduct investigation regarding the Atimonan Quezon incident. Suarez hoped current investigations would lead to proper punishments and adjustment legislations because the shooting also tarnished the reputation of the city of Quezon and the Philippine National Police. Suarez further added he would push the resolution to the plenary on Monday and would ask the hearing to be scheduled on Wednesday of the same week.
I just read in the, ano yan sa ANC yung lumalabas na that Congress will forgo hearing on this issue and allow NBI to conduct it. I beg to disagree. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to ask the leadership that we conduct a hearing next week. I filed the resolution already. I will try to have it read on Monday. Kasi na-file ko na. So, pag yan ibinasa sa plenary sa Monday, i-repair na yan. So, maybe I can ask that the hearing be conducted on Wednesday.
The Supreme Court has started the oral arguments on cybercrime law petitions. Darlene Basingan reports.
The oral arguments in the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 has begun Tuesday. On the en banc session, the Supreme Court justices has tackled the provisions being questioned by the petitioners. Those who oppose the law has argued on 5 provisions of the cybercrime law pertaining to online libel, cybersex, and the punishing of libel 1 degree higher than the penalty imposed by the revised penal code. Also questioned were the takedown policy that allows the Justice Department to block or restrict a website they found to have libelous content, the government authority to collect traffic data, and the imposition of penalty to Internet users who abets a crime. One of the petitioners argued the said law violates the constitutional mandate on double jeopardy, a rule which prohibits authorities to try a defendant twice on the same charges following illegitimate acquittal or conviction. Bayan Muna Representative Nery Colmenares has cited Section 7 of the said law, which he claimed would be a violation of the double jeopardy rule. Senior Justice Peralta meantime agreed on the petitioner's argument, saying the provision was clearly infirm. Two other justices has questioned some of the law's provision as well. Justice Antonio Carpio said the online libel rule under the cybercrime law can be considered unconstitutional due to some Supreme Court decision in conflict with the revised Penal Code's libel law. Justice Leonardo de Castro meantime took notice on the provisions giving the government the authority to block or restrict users' online access to data without court warrant and the real-time collection of traffic data. The senior magistrate has cited lack of clear guarantee as a reason for disagreeing on the two provisions. Meanwhile, Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno said they are yet to discuss in future ANBANC sessions the bid of petitioners to extend the TRO on the cybercrime law's implementation. For GNN, Darlene Basingan, News Force.
The Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, Tuesday expressed its support for Brunei's move to pursue a code of conduct among Spratly's claimants. DFA Assistant Secretary Raul Hernandez said that through Brunei's leadership, negotiations with China on a binding code of conduct of parties in the West Philippine Sea could be instantly launched. China claims almost all of the territories within the waters. However, Asian members Brunei, Malaysia, Vietnam, and the Philippines has only partial claims. Amid influenza outbreak in the United States, the Department of Health, or DOH, warned the public to observe precautionary measures to stop the spread of the said disease. Health Secretary Enrique Ona said he already instructed the Bureau of Quarantine to detect influenza cases not only at the ports and airports but also from health facilities. According to the DOH chief, influenza is a serious disease that can lead to hospitalization and death. He added that protective measures should be observed consistently to stop viral spread.
Weather Bureau Pagasa reported the possibility that temperatures reach single digit in some parts of the country due to a strong gale force wind of northeast monsoon coming from Siberia. The temperature in Baguio City is expected to reach to 9 degrees Celsius, while Metro Manila, Central Luzon, and nearby provinces were expected to reach to 20 degrees Celsius. The cold gale force winds of northeast monsoon, however, is expected to end in the second week of February.
President Benigno Aquino III hailed Lieutenant General Emmanuel Bautista as the new Army Chief of Staff. Bautista will replace outgoing Chief of Staff Jesse De Losa due to his mandatory retirement. Bautista is the son of a general who was killed by Moro rebels in a 1977 massacre. Bautista belongs to the Dimalupig class of 1981 of the Philippine Military Academy along with current Police Chief Alan Purisima. The Ombudsman slapped 3 environment officials with graft charges and suspension orders. A report showed the executives have disapproved leases of selected lot owners in favor of a particular company. Rex Remite reports.
The Ombudsman slaps graft charges against 3 environment officials for approving the foreshore lease application of a conglomerate without justifying the disapproval of survey plans of some applying lot owners. The foreshore lease application is necessary for entities who want to utilize a part of a shore which is alternately covered and uncovered by the ebb and flow of the tide. The environment officials accuse our Environment Regional Director Regidor De Leon, Regional Technical Director for Lands Leonardo Agabao Jr., and an engineer named Fernando Clerigo. In a 15-page review resolution, Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales affirms the said officials violated Section 3F of the Republic Act 3019 or the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. The complainants argue their applications have been cancelled without due process or any hearing, even before the scheduled ground survey. They are owners of several lots in the shores of Barangay Bulitok, town of Santa Cruz in Zambales province. The said lots were leased to the construction conglomerate DMCI Holdings Incorporated, owner of the Semirara Mining Corporation. DMCI is also the builder of the Cultural Center of the Philippines complex and a giant mall in Mandaluyong City. DMCI is owned by former Public Works Secretary and currently the 5th richest Filipino, David Consunji. The mining corporation of the DMCI partnered with Australian mining company Rosina to explore the said shores. According to the complainants, however, the lands are in nature agricultural and alienable. Mining is banned on arable lands. In the end, the 3 environment officials will be suspended for 1 year without pay. The Global News Network tried to give light to the sides of the DMCI and the 3 accused, but none of them have responded to our calls and emails. For GNN, Rex Remitio, News Force.
For payment increase. Another Aman scam suspect surrenders to NBI. Stay tuned for those stories and more reports when News Force returns.